What's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we are playing Golgari Henge, the new version, because I realized that there's a lot of decks I haven't jumped back into since we started playing Oko a while back, or since Oko got banned a while ago. And this is just one that really deserved to be played again. It's something that is really fun, and even though we're playing pretty much the same deck here, I think I changed a couple things. Like, I think I actually have Gilded Goose. There's no more Once Upon a Time. There's, you know, some things like that. I think that Once Upon a Time was in the place of Gilded Goose here before, but still having the ability to have Gilded Goose in here is so powerful. Basically, what we're trying to do with this deck is we want to get Gilded Goose on turn 1 if we can, Rotting Register on turn 2, and Great Henge on turn 3 into playing something else, you know, awesome at the same time. If we can make that happen, life is just so good. And we get Great Henge, which if you guys haven't seen this or played with it somehow yet already, this costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So it costs 9 to cast, but if we have Rotting Register, 7 power, then it will only cost 2 mana. So that's the beauty of it. And then it can tap for 2 mana, and you gain 2 life every time that it taps for 2 mana. And then whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter onto it and draw a card. So everything that green is wanting, everything that this deck is wanting, it works super well with Rotting Register. We do discard cards, but once we get this out, we start having such a good card advantage that it doesn't really matter at that point. We just kind of run over the game. Most decks, especially all the aggro decks right now, this does do really well against it. There are a few decks out there that are a little bit more aggressive than we are, or whatever, and so that's why we have things like Assassin's Trophy. We have just a good early game and stuff that we can deal with, you know, anything here. So we have our Knight of the Ebon Legion, Pelt Collector, Growth Chamber Guardian, 3 Wildborn Preservers, which I just really like. It works well with this deck where we are kind of having some extra mana to use in the late game sometimes with this, and so Wildborn Preserver, really good there. Also just a good turn 2 play that I still like. I've been seeing people kind of going away from it here and there, and so I'm in between two. We could probably just play some more removal, but Assassin's Trophy there for removal. Spawn of Mayhem, Questing Beast, just an awesome deck all around. I really do like it. I could see myself maybe like going up, what's this called, the Knight of the Black Knight that kills stuff. Could be better than the Wellworn Preserver, but I'm going to keep playing it how I have it right now, just because I've been really doing well with it and liking it. So, but that is something that you could change if you guys want to. Anyway, my deck list is out in the description below, of course, as always. And let's go ahead and get to the gameplay, see how this does for us, and wish me luck.
Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below.
All right, up against Siege Lord. Bring it on, Siege Lord. And man, this is so fun. I love this game. All right, I don't like that this comes in tapped, but we're still gonna keep this. This is a really powerful opening hand. Like, as far as like what we can do starting, we have 2 Knights, turn 1, turn 2. If we find an untapped green source, we get Pelt Collector and Knight into Rotting Register. And if not, hopefully we just find a land. That would be grand. All right, play Knight, pass the turn. I mean, if we just find untapped land as well, we just start growing both of our Knights. That's also really good. All right, Scryland. Hopefully that means they just have nothing going on this turn. I hope they don't have something like this figured. Oh, come on. That's the wrong... It's the wrong thing. I only get to play one of these. Well, we don't get to pump them. Oh, man, that would have been so good. Well, Gilded Goose at least lets us play Spawn of Mayhem probably next turn. I don't want to go for Rotting Register when we have a full hand and don't have the Great Henge to play into. So opponent holding up removal. All right, we're gonna swing in with these Knights. I'm expecting them to have some sort of removal here. I'm not gonna pump. I'm going to instead now Pelt Collector and then Spawn of Mayhem. It's a pretty good turn. I really hope they don't have a Kaya's Wrath. I just realized that. That would be really bad. Yeah, Kaya's Wrath would be really bad at taking. All right, if they're playing Murderous Rider, that's a pretty good chance they don't have Kaya's Wrath at least. So if a player lost more than 4 life this turn, which they lost it because of this, so that's pretty nice. Okay, Basilica Bellhaunt. Do we just want an Assassin's Trophy that? I feel like Assassin's Trophy has more versatility here. Okay. Swinging with the 2 knights. Maybe I should have swung with the Pell Collector as well. I'm assuming that they block and force us to take a turn killing this. Which is what we do. It is still probably the best play. We got to keep stuff in hand. We know that this is the white-black discard deck, though, that is really powerful right now. I think MTG Goldfish did a video on this, which it's pretty insane. I mean, I'm basing this off of very little information so far, but I'm just hoping they don't have a Kaya's Wrath. I don't think that they're running too many board wipes in this deck. Okay, so it is the discard deck. Which Assassin's Trophy actually less good than Spawn of Mayhem at this point.
Ugh, what a whiner.
All right, so knight there, here, and here. Not gonna pump just because we're already doing enough damage and getting out spawn. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be trying to, just in case of a board wipe, I shouldn't be playing out my hand. I always have, that is one of my biggest flaws, and I always recognize it like after I'm playing it. All right, opponent does scoop it up though, because that's the other thing too. We had lethal on hand on board anyway, but I think I know that deck, and I don't think they have as much board wipe as. I really think they're running like maybe 1 copy of Kaya's Wrath. All right, up against Diundia. Bring it on, Diundia. Oh man. I really like Knight of the Even Legion and lots of them, but without guaranteeing a land on the next turn over the next few turns, like, nah, we need something better. This is better. And this actually, we're going to go ahead and drop maybe 1 Gilded Goose. It's a little bit awkward if it does die, but we'll play Gilded Goose and a Knight of the Even Legion. I'd really like holding onto this Questing Beast if possible. Because then we have a turn 3 Questing Beast as well, which is so good with Knight of the Even Legion. So we're going to go ahead and keep this, dropping a bird. It feels bad dropping ramp when we don't have that many lands here. I'm going to go ahead and play Temple of Malady so that we can... we need to hit land. Even though I love Spawn of Mayhem here, we really, really need to hit lands. All right, Mountain, Fervent Champion. Sorry. All right, go Gilded Goosey. Go Knigget of the Even Legion, or the Eben Legion. Pass the turn. Shocks the Knight. Don't shock the Goose. Please don't shock the Goose. All right, Goose stays alive. Life is good. We will block. Oh, where's the land? 3 Questing Beasts is not what we're hoping for at the top of our deck. Just saying. All right, pass the turn. We may just make more food tokens if there's not something like, unless they come out with like Cavalcade of Calamity or something like that. We still just might make food here. All right, so block. I'm not sure if I want to get them that far ahead on lands here right now as well, especially when we're so far behind. Creating ways to gain life is okay. Is that just too greedy? Let's go ahead and kill the Chandra Spitfire now. Now that's at the end step. Hopefully they don't have shock here. All right, land for Questing Beast. Questing Beast is really good here against this deck because of the Vigilance. Swing it on in. Down to 16 past the turn, and it is fast enough that we are at least racing them here. I'd like to be able to have more food, though, for this Gilded Goosey. Oh, they found the Cavalcade. That's good, though. I mean, that means that we survived that last one pretty well. Let's go ahead and swing in. None of them can block this. Down to 12. All right, so how dead are we if we don't block here? I just don't think that we can do much else. Like, we have to find a way to block this Spitfire. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. We get to create a food token block here, and then... Oh my heavens. Well, I'm glad that we're blocking. Otherwise, we'd be just straight up dead. Oh my goodness. So many triggers. Yop, 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 yop. Here, let's go ahead and resolve all. Yeah, okay, so I'm glad that we decided not to play this. This just means we get a little bit more value from our Gilded Goosey before we basically die here. Alright, let's kill Scorch Spitter. Not that it really does much. We have to find another blocker. And we're basically dead just from what's on board pretty close anyway. I mean, man, what do we do about that? Well, we're dead. We're dead. All sorts of dead. Good game. So the issue here is that we're dead first off from the Storm of Spitfire, but we're almost dead just on board. If they find any other haste creature, we're just like straight up dead. For Cavalcade Calamity decks, I'm going to go ahead and let them play it out. They don't typically get to do this, so let's see if they've got another one, of course. All right, swings it on in. And yeah, we won't block. We'll just take it all. See how much damage they can get out of this Spitfire. It is fun. This is such a fun combo. Yeah, no blocks. Take it all. Ha! Oh, they only get to... I should have blocked that so they could at least done all the damage, but that works. All right, up against the Profi. Bring it on, Profi. And let's see. Yeah, we can keep this. A little bit awkward with the slow land here. I kind of want to use that, especially because of Night of the Demon Legion, but we might just use it for turn 2, save Wellworn Preserver for like maybe turn 3, or just start pumping Night here. So pass the turn. We also do have the Great Henge in hand, which is great. I mean, it is the Great Henge. Anyway. Let's go ahead and swing in. Let's play Temple Malady, my lady. Keep that on top. That's actually a really good play for next turn. We'd like to find a land on the turn after. That would be great. All right, play the Forest, swing in with the Knight of the Even Legion. See if they block. They most likely don't. Yep, that's good. I don't want to be able to kill this now, but Spawn of Mayhem, best way to go. It is a good blocker. I have seen these Barkhide Trolls get out of hand. I've seen this, like they have like a Proliferate deck, I think, that sometimes goes crazy with this. Yeah, Evolution Sage. This could be all sorts of bad. All right, let's swing like this. They do block. Interesting. They can't actually give this hexproof. It does die, which means they lose some value with Evolution Sage. Should we just go ahead and pay for it? I can Assassin's Trophy and still bring in Wildborn Preserver for a little bit more value, just board presence wise. Let's do that. It is a little bit weird. We give them another land, which can be pretty bad here. Oh, they find the island they need to. Uh-oh. Are they gonna be able to hold up counters? Should I play this now? Meh, alright. Down to 13, past the turn. Counter onto the Knigget. Plays the land now, doesn't get to proliferate anything. But also gets to turn on Castle Garenbrig. I think the worst case scenario is like Nissa. Nissa would be all sorts of bad. Oh, that's also all sorts of bad. Come on. All right. Play Wildborn Preserver. Let's just go with Questing Beast. It gets in for damage here. Klein. It also gets us closer to the Great Henge on the next turn. Goes ahead and trades off. Okay, they must have another one. Nissa. Oh gosh.
Together we will prevail.
For the love of
Rise,
donuts.
my elemental friend.
And Barkhide Troll. Do they have another land? Didn't have the land. That's at least something. All right, swing at Nissa. They made us take it here and into the land. No, okay, so they do. We can pump and play Growth Chamber Guardian. Pass the turn. Yeah, decline. Oh gosh. Oh man. This deck is actually pretty powerful. I mean, the hard part is that it's so dependent on finding the right pieces, like Evolution Sage. But there's a lot of good things in it regardless. I mean, it is actually a really powerful deck. Fun stuff that they're doing there. Yeah, no blocks. Take it down to 11. So we can't use both of these right now. Oh man, what do we do here? All right, let's play Knight of the Evil Legion. I'm actually going to grow the Wildborn Preserver here to a plus. No attacks. The whole purpose for this is just so that we can play the Great Henge on the next turn. And the Great Henge at least gets us card advantage so that we can hopefully find Assassin's Trophies. If we can get rid of Nissa, get rid of Evolution Sage, we have a shot. Yeah, that's about all that we've got is a shot here. Dude, that guy's big. And Nissa's to ultimate status here. They're probably realizing that they could have held off on that a little bit. I don't think we can get in, though. I mean, these guys are all vigilant. They can probably keep Nissa alive no matter what here. We do have Death Touch stuff. Man, this is rough. It's bad. Yeah, what do we do? If we hit land, we can still pump twice on one of these guys. They block here. Block here, block here. Let's see if they have like the thing that throws everything. No pump spell, nothing. Down to 3. We got to kill a lot of stuff there. Oh, we didn't kill this forest. I did my math wrong there. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Great Henge. Good. Questing Beast. Good. Yeah, decline. Belt collector. Swing at Nissa. They have to double block to kill it, which means they're just chump blocking. I can't swing it with a Wellborn Preserver here though. And as soon as they turn Nissa on, we're like dead. So there's no real way. If we just swing it with everything, it doesn't matter. This is all that we've got. The best thing here is for them to just chump block and then... Oh, they actually block with 2. Interesting. That's actually not bad for us. Gain some life.
The land will help us find a way.
Yeah, so all of these forests become indestructible, and they get to grab 1,000,000 lands. Which means... if we can still kill Nissa somehow on this next turn, they did tap down a land for Nissa, which means they get to untap another one, so it doesn't really matter.
The land shall conquer you.
Alright, swings in. We block here. Don't have the mana to pay for the night here. So yeah, down to 2. Okie dokie then. Rotting Registrar, at least fun. So Pelt Collector first. Alright, we do have the Great Henge. This helps out a lot. Is it enough? I don't know about that. Alright, yeah, decline here for now. We're just going to try to fill the board basically as best we can. Castle Locthwain. Man, this is the annoying thing about Wellborn Preserver here, though, is I'd like to be able to draw a card here. But if we just hit land, we don't get any value out of this Wellborn Preserver. Which I guess we actually just want to play pump the Knight of the Ebon Legion anyway, so that we can at least block multiple, like everything without losing stuff. Oh man, they just keep getting bigger though, huh? Pass turn. I'm forgetting that they're going to have a 4th creature here. Man, I don't think we can win after this point. We have to be getting 2 creatures per turn, and they can't be getting that many. And they got an evolution stage, of course. They did grab like all of their lands out of their library, or a lot of them. So, I mean, hopefully that at least helps. They won't be able to do too much here, but this also means that we're already going to be losing 1 creature here for the block. Man, I guess we can take 1. Swings in, yeah, they're indestructible. Of course, he's swinging. All right, block, block, block. Take 3. Yeah, block like that. So Knight gets pumped. We can at least keep it alive. Go down to 1. Dude, man, what do we do about this? Discard the land. Okay, it has to be something good here. Oh, and that just kills us. I guess not actually, because we gain life each turn. And it is another creature that can block forests, so I mean, there is that. And it grows our Pelt Collector. Yeah, decline. We just have to try to hit other stuff. Okay, Temple of Milady. Yeah, Growth Chamber Guardian on top, I guess. I'd like to have Assassin's Trophy, but that at least draws us another card next turn. Now what? I mean, like, they can block all of our stuff all day long. Dude, the fact that these get a Vigilance as well is way insane. Like, I feel like Nissa would be much worse if these guys didn't get Vigilance as well. Can I win with Spawn of Mayhem in time? Like, the Flyer does add a lot to this, so let's go ahead and pass the turn. The fact that we know we're going to be playing quite a few creatures next turn, Growth Chamber Guardian drawing multiple cards for us next turn because it gets a counter put onto it right away. Okay. Yep, untaps.
The land fights for us.
We only have 5 blockers. They have 6 attackers anyway. Oops, yeah. Alright, no blocks. I was doing my math wrong. Again, I always forget that they created another creature. We needed to hit one more creature last turn, and we didn't. Alright, up against Gyarados. Bring it on, Gyarados. That's a good question with Gyarados. Have you guys been playing the... what's it called? It's Pokemon Sword and Shield. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Have you been playing it at all? If so, yeah, what are your thoughts? Alright, well, Forest into Gilded Goosey. We do get Rotting Registrar on turn 2 here, if we so desire. Which, against red, is actually really powerful, too. Alright, they have a Legion's End. Okay. Do I want to go for the Rotting Registrar? I'm going to go ahead and go for turn 3 Registrar instead. Oh, no. Alright. Butcher comes out. I mean, we do have a massive blocker for this. They're going to have some pretty good removal for our stuff as well here. Fable Passage comes out. Yup, yup, yup. All right, we're actually going to Assassin's Trophy here and then Pelt Collector instead. It forces them to do only 2 points of damage to our face. We get at least to start building a board before we start discarding tons of stuff. A 7/6 is pretty good here, but I know that they're going to be playing Murderous Riders as well. Oh, and then we find a Rotting Registrar, or a Great Henge. Great Henge wins us the game here for sure. Okay, no attacks, pass the turn. Yep, should have gone for Rotting Registrar. My bad. You done messed up, Aaron. Legion's End, gonna take the Pelt Collector, I'm assuming. They may be holding off for this Growth Chamber Guardian because that is like the best removal spell for Growth Chamber Guardian. So we shall see. We shall see. Down to 12. It's bad. That's really not good. Growth Chamber Guardian. And the reason why is because we get to play another Rotting Registrar here. Which Knight of the Even Legion is going to have to block this Rotting Registrar. Play this, get a Scry, that's good. To the bottom. We're going to discard 2 cards, so both these things are going away. Actually, 1 Registrar will die, so... yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, they're going to block Rotting Registrar here. Pelt Collector grows, which is great. Down to 13. We still have to race this. Legion's End comes out before we get to lose the Growth Chamber Guardian. Probably still going to be discarding it, though, for another Rotting Regisaur. Judith. Right. And the life gain is really what's going to be winning us the game here. The fact that we're gaining 5 life possibly this next turn. We don't find anything else on top. All right, so here's the question. Do we use Growth Chamber Guardian or go for the Rotting Regisaur? Growth Chamber Guardian is better. If they have another Legion's End, though, it's so bad for us. And we've already seen 2 of them. Okay, resolve. Nah, get out of here. We can find more, right? All right, Rotting Regisaur. Oh, why did you tap? Oh, I guess I had to tap black. That's fine. Okay, makes sense. All right, swinging in. Let's see here. Do I play this now? Opponent's saying good game. Yes, pass the turn. I want to be able to hold up the food here. Okay. And Fervent Champion. Okay. And Rimrock Knight. Okay. So we get to gain 3 life. We kill something. They do 10 damage. It says trample as well. All right, we're actually just gonna take this down to 1. Flash in Preserver to draw a card here, which we're gonna end up discarding both these anyway. Gilded Goose is not bad. Gain some life. Why do I keep saying good game before the game is over? This can't block, right? Let's just decline with that. Yep, resolve. Okay, forest. Next, swing in with, I think, everything here. No, wait, hold back while preserver. Yeah, swing like that. All right, blocks with those 2. We are going to go ahead and sack a food. All right, so Judith dies, which helps a lot. They do get to do 2 points of damage to our face here, but we also get to gain life as well. And this is what I was debating. I should have put 2 counters onto Wildborn Preserver. He was saying your go, so I kind of rushed it a little bit and stuff. Okay, block both of these. Yeah, opponent scoops it up. There we go. All right, well, that worked out pretty well. And dude, I once you get the Great Henge out, it is so good. I played a little bit clunky there as far as sequencing, but I think I also played it well. in my opinion. I know a lot of you guys in the comments like, dude, why'd you do that? Are you making mistakes on purpose for comments? That is ridiculous. That's not how this works at all on YouTube, just so you guys know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I think that this deck is powerful. It may not be better as good as the Golgari Adventure, but at least it's different. It is kind of more just like aggro mid-ranging type stuff. I've seen kind of a mix of this as well, between like this kind of style with Great Henge and adventure as well. So that's a pretty fun deck as well. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.